Well, the sun's out. It was kind of cold and rainy this morning, but it's probably 75 and light wind. June 12th, Thursday, 2025. So far today, I bought new bolts from Home Depot. You can kind of see over there. We got I bought new bolts. I used some old washers, and some of the nuts were still good. And I used some new washers in some places. So we got this frame all set to go. You kind of see our old board was pretty platform. The structure platform was pretty warped. So I got new boards. I think we're gonna get some of those out and start cutting them and laying them up there. Okay, Friday the 13th, 2025. And we're working on, I cut the duct board yesterday, and now you can kind of see where I went every 6 inches and made a mark to line up the board, and that's about right. But as I was going through, some of the boards aren't exactly the same width, so that I don't get the same spacing, and that's only important because I don't want really tight spacing and then crap gets stuck here. I'd rather have a little bit wider spacing, and then like all the helicopters and other crap falls through. So that's what I'm doing. And some of the boards, actually they flattened out a bit. They're kind of bowed. Yeah, so I'm not going to pin the ends. I'm going to start there and work this way so that I step on them and they flatten down. Okay, 2 boards down. They look pretty good. Spacing isn't got wider on that end than this end, so I put the spacer in the middle here, and it looks like it's somehow wider on that end for some reason. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boards so far. Because I didn't want the spacing that tight, because then water doesn't get through, and then there's a little bit of spacing and crap gets stuck. So my thought is I'd rather have them a little bit farther apart with good drainage. Alright, gotta go for a cut. Alright, we got the decking all screwed down. We noticed that the door sticks, so we could shave off some of the bottom of the decking, or since we're probably going to take the door off anyways to shave it, maybe we'll just take off the 2 hinges and raise it up an inch. Alright, we got the siding back up. This siding was on, but we got this siding and this siding, and those required help from my wife. One on the inside, one on the outside, one with a crescent wrench, one with a socket, and we got those up, and we got the top slid back in, and she helped me with that because I can't do that by myself anymore. So that's the sloped roof to our enclosed box here to keep everything dry, well, reasonably dry. Alright, we gotta go pick up the hot tub filters. Okay, our deck project, repair project, we got our 2 doors to put on. We had put cleats on when we took it off. Actually, I gotta screw that board. I'll do that after. Yeah, so we gotta Hopefully those cleats will allow everything to line up really nice, and we'll just get the screws back in. Alright, putting those cleats on sure helped line everything up. It went into the exact same screw hole, so it should all be lined. Just got to take the cleats off now, and that part will be done. Okay, cleats off. Put a screw to keep this piece down. We put that piece back in. It kind of holds this board steady, somewhat. And there we go. Doors are set. We have to raise this door about 1 inch. Let's do that. I think we're just going to pop off the screws and put that spacer underneath and do it. Well, okay, said hinges are moved up like 3/4 inch. It does not hit on the bottom. And it looks like the door latch still works. Alright, we're good there. So one of the things I do is just take the edge off of here. This is where people climb up. I don't want it to be, I just like to run the angle grinder with a flappy disc and clean that up. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, just the very edge here. Just so it's not a sharp edge, little kids going up and down. Alright, we gotta do the bench next. And this piece here I need, because I didn't have enough, but I want to just, I'm going to try to run that angle grinder across this just to clean it up before I put it back in. Alright, we're going to use this little angle grinder. I do have like a big 9-inch grinder with a sanding pad, but let's just see if this won't clean it up. Okay, not brand new, but cleaned up enough, I think, to just fit in that last little piece. Yeah, so let's clean up this and go have lunch. Alright, so this is the bench, the seat, and we made these 2 supports here, and then we gotta get these put in here and screw the bench boards down. Alright, we got our bench seat boards all screwed on. We got 2 supports that are set back a bit and angled, so hopefully people won't be stubbing their toes too much. Alright, so the next and probably last thing I think is to rebuild the steps on that ladder. The verticals are good, but the steps are rotting underneath.